Our classes. We'll continue our classes on premium earned. In previous class we have seen interest on premium earned we have seen. So premium received, outstanding we have added, premium on reinsurance accepted we have added, further bonus and reduction of premium. I'll explain this. Okay, then next we have to do opening outstanding premium. Okay, this we have deducted. Premium on reinsurance ceded we have deducted. Now bonus we have to understand. Bonus and reduction of premium we have to understand. Okay, so first of all we'll see here what is the meaning of bonus. It is a share of surplus of a life insurance company. So what is happening? The life insurance company is earning some surplus. Surplus means profit. From the profit they are giving some share to the policy holders. So what, from whom they are earning profits? The insurance company is earning from policy holders only, right? So what they are doing, after earning some profit, some share they are giving to the policy holders. To whom they are giving? They are giving to the policy holders. Generally it is paid at the time of settlement of insurance claims. It is expense to the insurance company. So what we are doing, the bonus we are getting, that bonus the company will pay at the time of settlement of insurance claims. At the end they will give, at the maturity period of at the death they will give bonus. Okay, now we understand here bonus and reduction of premium. So what the company can do, bonus, with the bonus the company can do two things. One is reduction of premium, one is reversions. Okay, first understand bonus and reduction of premium. Sometimes instead of paying bonus in cash, the insurance company may adjust the amount of bonus payable against the future amount of premium to be collected from the insured. It means what? See, the policy holder has to pay money to the premium, he has to pay it. See what is happening here. So let us understand what is the meaning of bonus. Here is a policy holder. Okay, the policy holder. Okay, and here is a company. What he will do, every year he will pay some premium to the company. So company is earning from policy holder, right? So what the company is doing, where after preparing profit and loss account, some surplus is coming. Some surplus means some profit is coming to the company. So some part of the part of surplus, some portion of surplus they will pay to the shareholder, policy holder, in the form of bonus. They want to pay. Okay, they can pay in the form of cash, or what they can do, they will tell to the policy holder, sir, you have to pay anyhow, you have to pay premium, right? From that premium, what you do, will give some bonus. Okay, so let us take example. This is Mr. A has to pay bonus to the company 10,000 rupees. The company is giving bonus 2,000 rupees. So what the company will tell to the policy holder, so don't pay 10,000, pay 8,000. Okay, why 8,000? 2,000 bonus will be adjusted here. So that is called as bonus in reduction of premium. So what they are doing, they are adjusting the bonus amount in premium. Okay, the amount of bonus who adjusted toward the premiums is known as bonus in reduction of premium. So this is a contraintuitive to the insurance company. One, it is an income, one it is an expense. So the bonus in reduction of premium to the company is expense also and income also. So when we'll see when we solve the problems. So bonus in reduction of premium means what? The company has to pay some bonus to the shareholder, policy holder. They are not paying cash. What they are doing, they are reducing the premium. So it is income and expense to the company, both for the insurance company. Next, reversions. Now what is the meaning of reversion? The bonus which the company is paying to the policy holders, what they'll do, the bonus amount to be paid to the policy holders at the time of maturity may be invested or for the time being by the insurance company in order to earn more income. So what the company is doing, they are not paying every year, at the end only they pay. Okay, such investment termed as reversions. It is an asset to the insurance company and shown under the head investments. Okay, so reversion means the company, what they are doing, the policy amount, the bonus which they have to pay to the policy holders, they are not giving them, they will give at the time of maturity, and meanwhile the company will not keep the money with them, bonus money, they will invest somewhere else. The company will invest somewhere else. Okay, that is called reversions. It is called reversions. Next, reversionary bonus. Reversionary bonus is a bonus declared by the insurance company but is neither paid in cash or nor reduced in the payments. It is accumulated and paid at the month. Okay, so reversionaries on this bonus also they will pay investment. It is a type of investment the company is doing. On that also they will pay bonus, but they will pay at the time of maturity. Okay, this two is important, but for at the time of preparing balance sheet. This is important for preparation of revenue account. Okay, So bonus introduction of premium means it is both income and expense to the insurance company. Next we'll see claims. Okay, claims means what? It is amount paid by the insurance company. Who is paying? Insurance company. To whom it is paying? Insured, means the person who is taking policy against is guaranteed to pay. In case of life insurance business, claims may be either on maturity of a specified period or the death of the insured. Okay, so either the death of the person will pay or the maturity will pay some money. That is called claims. Okay, claims on direct business. So this is expense to the company. Claims on reinsurance ceded. So the insurance companies are doing reinsurance, right? It is between the companies. So what we are saying, claims on reinsurance ceded. This is the amount received from another insurance company. Is the income to the company. Ceded. Claims on reinsurance means benefits paid. Claims on reinsurance means what? The company has to pay, but they are receiving. Okay, this is the income to the company. Reinsurance accepted means they are paying to the another company. See, claims on reinsurance ceded means they are receiving from the another company. This becomes income, and claims on reinsurance ceded means they are paying to the another company. This is expense to the company. Okay. Now here we have format for the benefits paid. See, claims by death we have to write, by maturity you have to write, outstanding at the end of the year you have to add, claims and reinsurance ceded accepted you have to write here, add. Okay, and less opening you have to write here, and ceded also you have to deduct here. So ceded, reinsurance claim ceded deduct, reinsurance claim accepted add. You have to write here. Okay. Next is annuities, surrenders, bonus in cash. And bonus in cash we have seen, bonus in reduction of premium we have seen. Further bonus in reduction of premium is both mean same. So we have to see here only annuities and surrenders. So first we'll see what is the meaning of annuity. Annuity means what? It is a periodical payment made by life insurance company to the insured against the guarantees. Annuity is guaranteed. Every year the company will pay, the insurance company will pay some money to the policy holder. Okay, that is called annuity. It is an agreement between the policy holder and the insurance company. So every year the insurance company is paying some money to the insurance insured, the policy holder. Okay, that is annuity. Surrenders means what? See, there is an agreement between the contract. There is a contract between the policy holder and the insurance company. So for let us say 10 years he has to pay. The policy holder has to pay money to the insurance company 10 years. He paid only 3 years. Okay, 4th year, 5th year he is not paying. So that is called surrenders. So what he is doing, he is making the payment by the life insurance. If it is a payment made by the life insurance company to the insured on premature termination of insurance contract. 10 years contract, premature means before 10 years he is cancelling. Who is cancelling? Policy holders. The company has to pay some money to the premium which he paid, that he has to pay back. Who has to pay back? Company has to pay back. That is called expense to the insurance company. So surrenders is insurance. Surrenders is what? Expense to the company. Okay, so annuity every year they are paying, it is expense. Surrenders also expense to the company. So next is what? Commission. So commission, what is the meaning of commission? The company is paying to the agents. I explained you, right? They are getting premium from the policy holders and they are paying to the company. Earlier video I explained to you. So the commission, who is paying commission? The company is paying to the agents. So 3 types of commissions we are having: commission on direct business, commission of reinsurance accepted you add here, reinsurance ceded you have to deduct, accepted add, reinsurance ceded deduct. Okay, so this is our commission. So we have seen benefits paid, claims we have seen, commission we have seen, and we have seen reinsurance also. See, reinsurance accepted added, ceded deducted. Bonus also same, benefits also same. What? Ceded accepted add, ceded less. And in commission also same, accepted add, ceded less. Simple. It's very easy. Okay, we'll do problems now. Let us do problem number F22. Problem number 3, operating expenses we have to do related to insurance business as per schedule 3 we have to do. Okay, so here we are having traveling, remuneration and welfare expenses paid, traveling and conveyance, rent and taxes, printing and stationery, medical expenses. Commission to agents will not come, auditor fees will come, surrender will come, annuities paid will come. Surrenders will not come, annuities paid will not come. So commission to agents, surrenders and annuities paid will not come to operating expenses. Okay, operating expenses we have to show employees remuneration, travel and conveyance, rent and taxes, printing, medical and auditor fees. This will come under operating expenses. So we'll do this schedule number 3, operating expenses. So we are doing schedule number 3, operating expenses. So first one we are employing remuneration, that is 2,410. So I'm writing here employee remuneration. 2410. Next we are having travel and conveyance 30. After that we are having rent, rates and taxes 40. After that we are having printing and stationery 15. After that we are having medical expenses 5. After that we are having commission to agents will not come. Auditor fees paid will come 20. Auditor fees. After that surrenders will not come, annuities will not come. Now we'll do the total of commission operating expenses. 2410 plus 30 plus 40 plus 15, 5 and 20. I think 2520 as operating expenses. Okay, so this is schedule number 3. We have done one more problem. This is problem number 3. Next we'll see schedule number 4. Now int also you'll see surrenders, annuities, commission paid to agents will not be included in schedule number 3. Now schedule number 4, benefits will see, benefits paid. So ascertain the amount, total amount of benefits paid. Schedule 4 we have to see claims by death, claims by maturity. So both will be, we have to take both maturity and death. Claim outstanding at the beginning of the year we have to deduct. By death is this and maturity is given. Claim outstanding at the end of the year is given, death and maturity. So outstanding claims at the end of the year means this we have to add 60,000 and 40,000. Claims covered under reinsurance. Covered means what? Accepted or ceded, that we have to understand. Claims covered under reinsurance death to 25,000. Okay, so this is a question we have to solve now. Question number 4 will solve. So ceded means what? Ceded, this covered under reinsurance means ceded. Claims covered under reinsurance ceded means that is covered means ceded. Okay, like this you understand, it's better. You have to solve this problem. So we'll write, I have prepared a format, schedule number 4, benefits paid. So first claims by death and maturity, all I am writing at one place. Claims by death, maturity. Death we are having 2,50,000, maturity we are having 1,75,000. Okay, next we are having claims, outstanding claims at the beginning of the year. Outstanding at beginning of the year. Yeah, death, maturity. This you have to deduct. Okay, beginning we have to deduct. Death we are having 25, maturity we are having 30. 25 and 30. We have to deduct is 2. Next we are having outstanding claim at the end of the year. So outstanding at the end of the year. At the end of the year we have to add. Okay, death, again maturity. Death how much we are having? 60 and 40. 60 death, maturity 40. Last we are having claims under reinsurance ceded. Reinsurance ceded. How much is that? 25,000. We have to deduct this also. Okay, so what we have done, it's very easy to solve. We have written the claims by death and maturity 2,50,000 and 75. Beginning we have to deduct both. We are having death and maturity, we have written here, deduct. Outstanding at the end of the year we have to write death and maturity, we have written, and reinsurance ceded, that is death, we have deducted. Death ceded means we have to deduct. Okay, I will do the total now. 2,50,000 plus 1,75,000 minus 25,000 minus 30,000 plus 60,000 plus 40,000 minus 25,000. We are getting 4,45,000 as answer. 4,45,000 as our answer. Benefits paid. Okay, so we'll do one more problem on this. Then after this we'll go for long problem. Page number same to F22, question number 5. What he is saying here: the following particulars prepare schedule number 4, benefits paid net. So again what he has given, claims by death paid is claims by death paid he has given. Okay, so he has given claims by death. Total is paid 8,60,8060. Outstanding is 20. Beginning and ending is given. Maturity paid also is given. Beginning ending he has given. And the claims ceded in reinsurance, death and maturity is given. Accepted is given, death and maturity, and it is paid and surrendered. So it's very easy to be able to solve this problem. I'll explain this. When you see the problem, you will find it difficult. Believe me, it's very easy.